Hey there everybody, Amaranthine here. Welcome back to Let's Play Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. We're going up to the next door, and hey, another door! What could be inside? Well, open it up and let's find out, Mickey. There you go. Alright, so in this stage, this is kind of a toy level, and this is the home of those toy soldiers that we saw earlier on. Yep, there they are right there. And the exit's already right here, but we actually can't go through there yet, so we have to traverse up this mountain of blocks that constantly goes up and left and then goes up and right, and yeah. So you've got jack-in-the-boxes that come out at timed intervals. You've got there's going to be airplanes that you gotta look out for as well. There's one right there, and enemies do respawn in this game too, unless you happen to take them out. If you don't take them out, then they'll just keep showing up, but if you take them out, you know, like with the flying enemies, they'll just keep kind of looping back and forth across the screen. But let's go ahead and let's wait for him to pop back out. Let's butt bounce on him. Yes, okay. And let's keep heading up the mountain right here. And we're almost at the top, I think. Let's go here. Oh, no, we gotta go back to the right. Let's wait for the jack-in-box to go back down. Now, one of the reasons why I'm doing this game and not currently continuing the Magical Quest series is mainly because, shit, Mickey, come on! Mainly because the Magical Quest series is, the next two games in it are co-op games, and so, number one, I need to find a partner because that's just how I feel when it comes to co-op games like that, as if, you know, if I can do it 2 players with somebody, that is how I want to do it, you know, get the most out of the game that way. Except there's a couple of problems with that, mainly the fact that the coins and the big hearts are not shared among the players. So, you know, the second game stars Mickey and Minnie, so let's say, you know, you get the big heart and Minnie picks it up. Well, now Mickey has less health than Minnie does, and I don't know, just the way that that's laid out, I would rather do it co-op, but getting one player gimped like that, I don't know if I want to do that. But that's enough about that. Let's go ahead and grab this key, and it turns into a ramp. And let's go ahead, run, 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 jump, and fall, and run, 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 jump, and run, 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 jump. Getting all those diamonds, man. Boosting that score up. And so we come out of there, and now we're in the next part of the stage. And, okay, these springs here, you actually only need to jump on them. You don't need to press the jump button or anything once you touch them or anything like that. We want to destroy these yellow blocks with your little projectile marbles. You can see we don't have apples anymore. It doesn't really make a difference, because the different projectiles, there's 3 different ones in the game. They all do the exact same thing, you know, it's not as if like one's more powerful than another one or anything like that. But anyways, just pop on down here. Watch out for the spring! Oh, okay, good, that jack-in-the-box didn't pop out, because yeah, you can take some real bullshit, tricky damage from there. And alright, so we're in the jello and waiting on the jack-in-the-box to emerge. And then just proceeding like that. So, yeah, you know, as far as the projectiles go, again, I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, playing a game on hard mode, sure, like bragging rights, and now you feel better about yourself. I don't know, but you know, I did Magical Quest on hard mode because there's some hearts from at least what I read that I can't get unless I play it on hard mode. So that was the reasoning for that, because, you know, I'm not playing these games to be like, oh man, look at me, you know, I'm beating everything on hard mode, you know, because I'm just trying to show you guys these games, and I want to, you know, get the most out of them that I can, and that's just what it's all about. And so, I mean, playing it and then losing out on projectiles, just, I don't know, that just seems kind of weird. That's like if you played Magical Quest on hard mode and they took out the costumes. Yeah, I mean, maybe not that drastic, but you know what I mean. Anyways, this section here is a disorientation kind of stage. The way that it is laid out, you touch these arrows, and then the screen flips, and then all the enemies that were on one side of the screen drop or rise to the other side of the screen and die. That's pretty much how it works. And the game's usually laid out so that oh, I'm actually full on projectiles. The game's actually laid out too so that by the time you reach those arrows, there's a ton of enemies on the screen. So it works out really nice, the fact that you can do that. I'm not interested in picking that up, so let's just continue along our merry way. Oh my god. Yeah, those clowns with the unicycles, they scare me. You know, especially the unicycles just keep going back and forth, and you don't even realize it, and then all of a sudden, you're done. You know, they hit you, now you've taken damage, and you don't want to take damage, but yeah. So, let's just continue on. We want to actually jump up here because that's a dead end down there, and one extra projectile doesn't matter. And I know there is that little crevice, but you can't, there's no way to slide. See, I mean, you can crouch, but yeah, you can't slide. But let's butt bounce off of him. Go ahead and get that star, and we are ready to take on the boss, guys. So let's go ahead and get this started. Now, the way this guy works, and you'll be able to see when he's taking more damage because his box will change color, but he will jump 1 to 2 times, or he'll jump 2 to 3 times, and either on the second or the third jump, he will extend his arms out. So after jump 2 and after jump 3, you want to make sure that you're ducking so you don't get hit, and then he emits these springs, and then you just butt bounce on his head, and boom. So yeah, I mean, that's the only pattern for him. He's really not that difficult. You just want to make sure that you're able to actually run under him. But I mean, the fact that you don't know if he's going to do 2 or 3 jumps before he actually throws his fists out, yeah, that can be kind of scary. But you know, like I said, since now you know in advance that 2 or 3 jumps, you know, now you know after the second jump, duck. Oh, it didn't happen. So now after the third jump, it's gonna happen. So let's go ahead, grab the gem. Stage 2 is complete. This is the orange gem. You still have a long way to go before you can save Minnie. Alright. And it's going to calculate our score again. And yeah. So, alright guys, going to stop it right there. And I will see you guys on the next part.